your goal, your bullseye, your target, your ambition, your intention, your objective, design, destination, duty, end, intent, limit, mark, mission, object, and the basic target is what? Yes, CLAT. And why not? When your target is such fixed one, that is, we have to crack CLAT, why not join hands with Law Prep and study the vocabulary section, which is so interesting, innovative, and new techniques added to it every time. So many vocabulary words. See, passage is your target, and when you're going to do the passage, you have to have a great command over vocabulary. Your words should be so much known to you wonderfully that you are able to exact those words properly and thoroughly in your mind, and that will be only by your words that you are learning from in the vocabulary and the roots that we are doing. We are taking both the things simultaneously so that you don't have anything to complain or anything that you have to, say that yes, this is not done. We are trying to fulfill all those things that you want, but still, if anything lagging, yes, we welcome all criticism. Let's begin with our words for today. This was the last class we took the word. Every time we do a quick recap, this was a very important word. I told you that is obsequious, the word I wanted you to write for this. Obsequious is a hat-trick word in the CLAT paper, come very often in CLAT and AILET paper both. It's been asked various times. A person who is extremely respectful towards things is obsequious, very obedient person. Let's take the words for today. The word is embezzlement. Embezzlement is very important. Embezzlement means something which is a kind of the word in which you cheat or do forgery to someone. See, you trusted your friend. You left some money, some amount, some gold or something with your friend, and then your friend, breaks your trust. And when you ask for your, money or things that you've left with him as you went, because you gave him in trust, and that person breaks your trust, he says, I don't have it. You don't have a written proof for it, and this is what is embezzlement. Usually the people whom we trust in life do this kind of embezzlement, cheating or forgery. This is a theft or misappropriation of funds which are placed in the trust which is in belonging of someone, which is a misappropriation. It is a break in the things. It's the things in which you are doing something which is cheating. See, this is worse because you are in fact breaking the trust of someone. It simply means breaking the trust. Right. Next word is perturb. Perturbed is disturbed. You are agitated, you are alarmed, you are concerned, you are too much, anxious. You don't know what you're supposed to do. That is perturbed. The word perturbed is disturbed in the form where you are in a very alarming situation. You don't know what is to be done in such a situation. Your mind is totally in chaos, in a turmoil. This is called a mental turmoil or chaos. Total confusion. It's an anxiety, it's an unsettled state, it is a concerned or discomforting state. It's a state where you're not able to decide what to do. Various people because of this corona pandemic are in a great perturbed state. Don't be perturbed, don't be sang-froid. A person is a human being if he does not lose his balance of mind. Just the opposite for it, a person who has equilibrium. A person who has equanimity, composure, or balance of mind. Very calm and serene, ready to accept things in the proper scenario. It's calm, composure, quiet, settle, in a very tranquil state, in a very soothing state. That is just opposite to word perturb. Next word, disseminate. Now, disseminate is spread something, make something flow everywhere, widely. Spread or circulate or distribute things, disperse. You've seen this disperse? I give you one wonderful example. You really enjoy that example for disseminate. Now, have you heard of diaspora? If not, this is linked with this word. Diaspora is more used in writing and literature section. What happens is that, see, when the farmer spreads the seeds in the farm this way, the farmer spreads the seeds may go different places, right, if you're spreading the seeds. So when the farmer spreads the seeds in different places in the whole route of farm, they spread and they get, germinated at different places. Same way the Indians who go and settle at different places, some in US, some in UK, some in Arab countries, or some in Canada, or some in Africa, or some in other places. So this is called the people displacement. The person is displaced from his Indian root and settle at different places, and this calls this, the people who write from those and write, they're very nostalgic about Indian writing, they're quite diasporic writing. So what happens with them? They are spread at different places, they are circulated, they are distributed, they are dispersed at different places. They are not at one place. So this is called disseminate, right? This is spread at different places, circulated or distributed at different places. Next word, inoculate. Inoculate is treat with a vaccine to produce immunity against some disease. You vaccinate somebody, you immunize the person, vaccinate the person, or inject something in the person. That is the word inoculate. You put vaccine in the person. Naturally, the person is vaccinated, the person will not be much affected. It will be an immune to the person. The person will develop the resistance power, the person will not have problems, and he will do the things in the right context, in the right scenario. So this is inoculate. Efficacy is effectiveness, the ability to produce a desired effect. See, every time you want to produce a desired result, you want something as per you want, as per your things. See, you're working very hard, you're looking for English section, you get almost 30 marks in the English section, or 25 to 30 marks. This is what is your efficacy, your desired or intended result. This is what you're looking forward to. This is what you want for something. Next word from the root im. Im is something implied, indirect, suggested, though not directly expressed, it inferred. You know, when you draw the inference, what is inference? You draw out the meaning of something, that is an inference. It is as per you understand from it. Right, and from the root, very interesting root, ex, that is out. So exodus is a mass departure, a lot of people going out, and departure of people being there, that is called exodus. It's withdrawal. Excavate, that means they vacate the place. VAC root, that means empty. You make that thing leave. This is a large number of people do it. When there's a large number of people doing it, this is called exodus. There was a lot of exodus during the riots of India, Pakistan in 1947. There was an exodus of Hindus from Pakistan and Muslims from India. That is a mass departure, right? Turning to next word, which is very interesting. So first I make the sentence for these words so that you don't face a problem. Embezzlement of his friend made him in great depression. He was in great depression because of the embezzlement of his friend. Don't be perturbed by the scenario outside. Keep doing your hard work without worrying about anything. Disseminate of the news has been disseminated that the things will be in the right context and we will have a very good paper of CLAT. Inoculate, he has been inoculated and by the government in the government hospital. It was his efficacy for his best results that led him to become a great lawyer. It is quite implicit, quite known, quite inferred meaning from this that hard work is the key to success. It was the exodus of the people which made others also follow them. That means one person is moving, so the other people will also feel, why not we also move from this place, right? Taking up the next words besides the words for these. The word is stringent from the root strir. That is strict, or it's used in sequence. FUG is used for runaway. AC is root for sharp. Sabo is destroy. Note the roots very carefully. Right. Now, from these roots itself you can make it. Students have also asked for the test of this, and I will be surely coming up of the test also of these words from the root section. Now, the word is stringent. Stringent is very strict in the dealing. A person who is very hard line, inflexible, rigid, rigorous, a person who is not at all, adjusting in any form. Have you heard of the word mulish? From the word root mule, M-U-L. Mulish is a person who is the same of the kind. He is a person who is very rigid or stickler of nature. He is very dogged. He would never adjust, so it will be intransigent. Can you see the root working in this? In means yes there is, not, and trans means that is one to the other. You don't want to change, so you are unadjusting, right? You stick to your ground, you don't want to change, you're very hard line, you're not flexible at all, you're very rigid and very rigorous in your dealing. That is the word stringent. The opposite would be very flexible, very lax, very loose or relaxed, taking things in a very lacking manner, right? Slack or LAC would be always in a very loose style, right? Okay. Don't deter from your path. Things are all accessible. You can easily crack CLAT. Don't deter, that means to make somebody decide not to do something. It is especially by telling him or her that it would have bad results, just to discourage someone, dissuade someone, inhibit someone, right? So, deter means to make someone decide not to do something, especially by telling him this, right? You are in fact discouraging someone, you demotivate someone, you hamper the growth of someone, you don't allow that person to do something, that is deter, right? Discouraging someone to do something. Now, the word is fugitive. Fugitive is the person who runs away. So, is a person who runs away or escapes. He is very elusive or evasive by nature. A person like a refugee is looking for shelter. He is a fugitive because he runs away from a place. The place person runs away, there may be various reasons for it. You evade, you elope, or you escape. See the three synonyms with the E root? Right? So, all of them meaning the same. A person leaves the place. Why does the person leave the place? The reason is not known. The reason could be because he is bound to, or the reason is because the person is to run away from jail. Acrimony is bitterness of speech. You very shout on someone, you take out all your anger on someone. Please note, it's very sharp speech. The teacher was shoving the student in the class, peeling the students, being very hard, rankering or bitterness of speech. It is resentment of speech. Speaking in such a way, the other person would really not like it. It is shrill, loud, rude. It's something churlish or peevish kind of a speech. Sabotage is very important word in CLAT. Please note, put a star or an asterisk to this word. This means to destroy, to damage, to obstruct, to vandal, to wreck something, obstruct that thing, not let that thing happen. You sabotage. His plan was sabotaged because he had not paid his lease, right? So, it was totally obstructed. It doesn't allow that thing to happen. And the last word for today, contest. You are all in a contest, in a competition. We all have to excel in life. And for this, we are all in contest or in competition with the others. It's a challenge or a dispute. It's something which is presented to you, and how you work on it, that depends on you. Right, students, I hope you have noted the words for today. You have to give me your feedback, because before I come to the tones of the passage, I need that what more and what words you have learned, how much difference you felt, how many roots were there, and how many words you are able to within one go. It rings a bell in your mind. Yes, it rings a bell in your mind. Right, students? Please do like and subscribe the channel. Thank you for today.